Okay, it's a hyperbola in standard form. It should be easy to read it, and I'm going to put down the center first because I think it's the easiest thing to do, and then we'll kind of work our way through the problem. So the center is going to be -3 and 1. Pretty simple, just looking at it, just by inspection. We're looking at this over here, by the way. The other thing I could probably do is, I'd like to do the asymptotes, by the way, and let me write this over here. It's x plus 3 squared over 25 would equal y minus 1 squared over 16. I'm going to rearrange that, by the way. Y minus 1 squared would equal 16 over 25 x plus 3 squared. Square root rule, y minus 1 is equal to plus or minus. Well, square root of 16 is 4, square root of 25 is 5, x plus 3. And I'm going to write this as y equals 1 plus or minus 4/5 x plus 3 as being the asymptotes. All right, let's do the foci. And, or you know what? Let's do the vertices, probably a little bit easier. So let me point out what I've got so far. I've got the center. Whoops. The center and the asymptotes. I got this over here. All right, I'm just checking. Yeah, we got it. So let's do the foci. All right, how am I going to do that? 25 plus 16 is c squared. Let's see, 41 equals c squared. And I'm going to say c is root 41. And what do we have to do? Well, it's on the inside, so we have to march in from the center, right? And what was the center? This is the center right over here. And make sure I'm doing this right. And I got to think for a second. And the vertices, did I put those down yet? I don't think I put the vertices down yet. I want to do the vertices first, by the way, before I do those foci. And it always helps me to do that. And I'll put the vertices down. And that's going to be, let's see, you're going to set y to be 1. That term disappears, by the way. So x could be 2. And again, y is 1. And it also could be -8. All right, they're the vertices. And I should have gotten those before I talked about the foci, by the way. All right, I got that. Now, what do I know about this thing? I know that my foci are going to be along that, line where y is equal to 1. So I'll do that. I'll go in from the center where y is 1. These are going to be foci. I know the y is going to be 1. And, I go up and down on the x. So, -3, or maybe I should erase that, make it a little bigger, because it's too small. So it's going to be root 41 -3, comma 1. You know what? It's still too small. I got to do that again. So root 41 -3, comma 1. I'm going in from the center, by the way. And minus root 41 -3, comma 1. They're the foci. Let me just get my my red pen out, see if that's written down. A little differently, but they did write this down. I just wrote in different order. -3, minus root 40. Yeah. And this one over here, yeah, same one. We did okay. All right, I think they asked us to graph it as well. And again, this is me, by the way. I'd much rather use a machine to do it. And machines do a great job of this. You'd have to learn how to use a machine to do it, by the way. But looking at clearly the center, what am I seeing? -3, 1. Make sure you understand what I did. That's right over here. The vertices, what am I looking at? 2, 1. Let me just go back and show you that. That's right there. The other vertice I found was -8, 1. The asymptotes, fairly easy to graph. And they go through the center, and they got slope of 4/5. All right, so that's a positive slope of 4/5. This is a negative slope of 4/5. Foci, really hard to read from the graph, by the way. But I did list those numbers, and those numbers I told you, as we did before, -3 minus root 41, that's this point over here. The other one was going to be, the -3 plus root 41. And we did them all. We got that all set done. Thank you.